Welcome to Board Games Unboxed. My name is Dennis, and today we are doing an unboxing of a game mat. So I know it's a little different than actual board games, but I think this is a pretty important part when it comes to anybody's board game collection and if they need a mat. Now, kind of going over this before I open this up is the fact that I, one, have a glass table, and two, I like things to kind of be nice, neat, and organized, and this game mat does a lot of that for me. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. This is from, I had to kind of keep this to the side, it's from Stratagem, and this is called the Roleplay board game mats. Now, I will have a link to this from Amazon in the show notes down below. The version I have is a 2 foot by 3 foot mat, but they do have larger ones as well. Now, I'm going to go over some of the features and details on this mat when I open this up. So let's go ahead and kind of get this started. First and foremost, it comes in this super swanky bag. And I say swanky because I was not expecting it for the most part. Obviously, it says it in the actual listing, but I didn't think I cared. So you can see it has this little holder right over here, so you can kind of put it over your back if needed to. And then in order to close it, it has this little kind of tie in right here, so you can kind of close off the bottom. Like I said, at first I didn't think I cared because I was like, well, this mat is going to be at my house all the time. Well, false. I did take this to a couple different people's houses, but also too, it's just a nice way to kind of keep this clean and organized. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what it looks like. Now, of course, I'm showing you guys here on camera this way, but I will do some B-roll with some close-up shots so you guys can get an idea of what this looks like across the board. Now, I was a little skeptical when I first got it because, one, the pricing is a little bit up there, but honestly, every single person that I showed this to and ended up playing on it actually loved it and bought it themselves, just because I think the quality across the board is fantastic. So this is the mat itself. Like I said, I'll do some really good close-ups so you get some really good ideas of what this all looks like. So first and foremost, the back is a non-slip, so the board mat is not going to be sliding across the table or whatever surface you are actually using. So that is really fantastic. There is a really fantastic design to this on here. You can't see it from this angle, but of course, again, B-roll I will show you. The great thing about this pattern is it's not distracting from the game. I've never really fully got distracted, but it does have a nice pattern to it, to the point where honestly it's just pleasing to the eye. Now it has kind of like a soft cushion to it as well, so if I'm pushing down on it, it feels very cushiony. So if you don't have a dice mat, you can actually just roll onto this and it feels very nice. Like I said, this one is a 2x3 that I purchased, so it fits really well in my table, or on my table I should say, but they do have larger versions as well that you can consider. The edgings have a really nice stitching to them. Honestly, they look and feel fantastic. Quality is definitely in this mat. But one really great thing about this too, especially if you have family members or friends that are maybe a little bit clumsy when it comes to their drinks, this is water resistant. Now, I say resistant because obviously if you spill something on it for a long term, it can ruin it. But from everything that I've experienced so far with water or other liquids getting on this, it cleans off very easily. And maybe I'll do some B-roll here for you right now so you can see what that looks like, because I don't like doing it on purpose, but for an example, I think it will really help you out. But across the board, this is a great mat. It plays great with cards. I've seen some reviews saying that it's hard to pull cards off of this. That doesn't seem to be the case for me. If anything, it actually makes this easier because it's not as flat as if it got onto a glass table, where this kind of thing, I think, has a little bit more of a breathing room, so it kind of comes off a little bit easier. I usually do kind of a rating when it comes to items or board game quality. I usually give things 1 out of 6 die, because of the 6-sided die, 6 being the highest. I think this one honestly is a 6. I think for any board game user that is having any issues with the surfaces that they're playing on, or just kind of want to up their quality across the board for their games that they're playing, this is probably a really big must-have. Like I mentioned, I will have a link in the show notes. Definitely check them out. I would highly encourage you to add this to your collection. Now, if you want to keep on watching some more content here on the channel, check out my latest video right over here. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Dennis, and I will see you in the next video.